So you want to get healthier in 2026. Perhaps, though, you don't want to hold yourself to some kind of resolution that maybe won't stick around with you through this year. What are some small steps and strategies that we can take to kind of help out? Just getting us a little bit healthier. Rachel Caven is a nutritionist and the owner of Caven Nutrition. She joins us this morning to chat a little bit about that. Rachel, thanks so much for joining us, and Happy New Year, I suppose I should say.
Happy New Year, Andrew. Thanks for having me.
We're all talking about being well and trying to kind of keep with some of those resolutions, or maybe even just some of the goals that we've had. Moving forward slowly is kind of one of the big recommendations, right? Kind of not trying to make their goals too big so that you don't accomplish them in some ways. So what are kind of some smaller things that we can do to kind of push us in the right direction?
Right. So most people make these big, grandiose resolutions in January, and then they completely fall off the wagon by February. So we're going to talk about, I put together 5 super easy resolutions you can make, and they're completely free. So these are just absolute no-brainers, super easy to put into your daily routine.
Love that. Love the easiness. And the first one here is just to walk. You don't have to run, just walk.
Yes. If you're not walking at least 30 minutes a day, don't sign up for the gym yet. Focus on this first, because you actually get the most, these resolutions are the most bang for your buck, right? So it actually, walking 30 minutes a day reduces your risk of cardiovascular disease by 30 to 40%, just that 30 minutes. And if this is you don't have 30 minutes in a chunk throughout the day, you can break these down into little 10-minute chunks if that works the best for you. And actually the best time for this, again, to get the most bang for your buck, is right after dinner. So if you've had a huge dinner, going for a little 10, 15-minute walk after dinner with your family, great time for bonding. And also that's going to help decrease your blood sugar after that big meal.
And if you get moving, maybe you'll get addicted to that in some kind of ways. But the idea of don't make a resolution to lose 50 pounds or 60 pounds, right? Just keep moving. That's your resolution.
Absolutely.
One of the next ones on the list as well, and it's kind of more on the intake side, on the dietary side, cutting processed foods in general, but particularly meats.
Yes. So, of course, we want to eat whole foods as much as possible. So foods with very minimal ingredients, foods that your grandma would recognize as food. But the big one here is processed meats. So lunch meats, bacon, pepperettes, things like that, things with nitrates in them. These are known to be carcinogenic, which means they cause cancer. So every 50 grams that you have increases your risk of colon cancer by 18%. So just an easy swap here at the beginning of the week: cook a whole chicken, or cook a few chicken breasts or something, and then you can use that for your lunch meat throughout the week.
Definitely a good tip for those trying to meal prep ahead of time as well, and simple too. The other one coming up here, some people might be doing a lot of this already, what we call dry January after December, where there's a lot of merriment going on, but trying to perhaps limit alcohol where possible.
I love that word, merriment. That's beautiful. Great way to say it. Yeah, I really don't like this one. I'm really sorry. I'm just the messenger here. I do love having a glass of red wine, but the research is coming out that there is actually no safe amount of alcohol to have. Alcohol has been classified as a group 1 carcinogen, so it's actually in the same category now as cigarettes. So it has been linked to at least 9 types of cancer. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't like this one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's tough to be the messenger. It's tough to be the messenger for those who like a good cocktail, but it's the idea of the impact on our body. You could, if your goal is to perhaps, lose a few pounds, this could be an actual easy way to do it.
Absolutely. So we're going to be intaking less calories, less sugar. We're going to sleep better. Our energy is going to be better, and we're not going to have those hangovers. So we'll actually feel like going for that 30-minute walk.
Definitely keeping the energy level up a little bit higher too. And another one kind of more on the intake as well, of course. Mom always told us to get those extra vegetables in and getting as many vegetables in as possible, but even if it's just one extra serving.
Yeah. So of course we want to, overhaul our diet and eat lots of vegetables. But if you can just get in one extra serving, that has been shown to reduce all-cause mortality. So whatever is going to work with you, maybe bring some carrots as a snack, or, throw some spinach, or I love frozen cauliflower in my smoothie because you don't even notice it. And it's great for the kids, for the husband, for anyone else who needs those extra vegetables, or just having a plate, a veggie tray, or chop up some veggies with dinner. just to get those extra ones. And you get bonus points here if you eat the brassica vegetables. So these are Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. These ones actually have been shown in test tubes to fight cancer.
Is it a good rule of thumb? Just, have a green vegetable with your dinner every night? Is that a good kind of rule of thumb?
100%. Definitely a green vegetable. And what you want to try to do is eat every color every day. So try to get the whole rainbow. You get your reds, your purples, your whites, like all the different colors every single day, but at least every week. So make sure your grocery cart is full of different colors.
And last one here, something everybody kind of struggles with, I think, in some way, shape, or form, and that is sleeping consistently, trying to get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's so boring. But again, it's free and it's so good for you. So trying to get your 7 to 8 hours of sleep, is that what works well for you? Some people need a little bit more, especially women. They often need 8 to 9 hours of sleep. But this is going to increase your immunity, your mental health. You're just going to feel so much better if you're sleeping consistently.
Always the bane of our existence. The idea of, is 7 to 8 hours, the end all and be all, or is it just kind of what matters for you, Rachel? Like if I feel good about 6 hours and it's getting me restful sleep, is that good as well?
Yeah, so a lot of the science is saying 7 to 8 hours, but again, there is that personal nuance there. So like I said, some people need more hours than that. Some people might be fine with less. So yeah, as long as you're feeling really, really good, you don't need a ton of caffeine to make it through the day. You're sleeping well, you're sleeping throughout the night. Quality is way more important than quantity here too.
Some baby steps for you heading into 2026, how you can make your lifestyle a little bit better. Rachel, thanks so much for joining us this morning. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Rachel Caven is a nutritionist and the owner of Caven Nutrition, joining us with some strategies for steps that you can take here in 2026 to live a little bit of a healthier life. So just to run down those again, walking 30 minutes a day. These are all quite simple, in fact, but walking 30 minutes a day, cutting processed meats in particular, limiting or, better yet, avoiding alcohol if you can. Eat 1 extra serving of vegetables a day, get those greens in, and sleep consistently, 7 to 8 hours a night. All of that will help you get healthier in 2026.